Sul, welcome to the third. This is the third, right? Yeah, the third installment of Let's Build Newcrest. Today we are building a indoor roller rink and bowling alley. So, yeah, I wanted to build this because I thought it would be kind of fun just to have in Newcrest. I was thinking, maybe Newcrest. They built this in like the 80s back when it was like really popular to be doing malls and bowling alleys and stuff like that. Um, and so if you hear Mando, he's sitting on my lap and he's making noises. Um, but he's fine. Anyway, so my inspiration for this was kind of like Stranger Things, like 80s ish. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. But I really wanted it to look like it's kind of a little bit of a dated place. Um, Something that I found really fun about this build is that I also sort of based it off of my own personal skate rink when I was a kid. There was a place I went to when I lived in Colorado called Skate City, and it's obviously this is not like identical. Like if you've ever been to a Skate City, it looks nothing like this. But I was thinking of Skate City a lot when I was creating this, and I was thinking like, what were the things I did there? Um, but yeah, so you'll see it in a little bit. But I do put the food court area where you can like look onto the skate rink, and I don't know if that's how all skating rinks are, but that's how the one where I grew up was. And so that's what I incorporated in this build. And I think it turned out really nice. I didn't want to over like burden the lot with like too much stuff because there's not at most skate rinks there's not a lot of stuff like around because they don't want you to like trip on your roller skates. So I kind of just kept like the decorating to a minimum, but I tried to make it as fun as possible. Yeah, and I also added a parking lot because I just thought that it made sense. A lot of skate rinks are kind of like they look like warehouses almost, and then they like paint the warehouses like a really bright color. But there's like warehouse parking, like there's like parking like directly in front of it. So that's kind of what I was going for here. And I think it turned out really nice and really I don't know I really like the way that this parking lot looks. I think it's kind of fun. I've never built a parking lot before in this game ever, so it was something different for me. So now we're moving on to the coloring, and I really wanted to do pink. Like I really wanted this building to be pink, but we did not have a good pink. That's we have the pink from Eco Lifestyle for the container, like the shipping container homes, but I just was not a fan of them for this build in particular. So I just used this wallpaper. I don't remember what pack it's from, but I used this wallpaper and I made it green and I added this neon sign to it. Very minimal. There's no windows in this build, none, because there are no windows in skate rinks. At least in the skate rinks I went to as a kid, there were definitely no windows. But yeah, I think that it turned out really nice, despite there being no windows. See here, I'm trying to like play around with the colors, but the green one is just like so perfect. I couldn't change it after I put it down. But yeah, so now we're moving on to the interior, and I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do originally. Like I said, I do end up putting windows there so that you can like look onto the skate rink. Um, but I was just trying to figure out, the color schemes and yeah, I really wanted it to be like 80s. I wanted it to be like bright. I wanted there to be like neon colored lights. I just wanted it to be cool. I didn't want it to be boring. And I wanted it to look kind of tacky. So I made it a little tacky. Oh, and I add those walls when you like. So there's like a little. The first level where you come in, there's like a platform that jumps down to the skate rink. And I put like little like half walls on each side because I personally cannot roller skate to save my life. I need to hold on to something, whether that's the wall or something. So I put those there so that you could step down like the little tiny step that you need to if you had skates on, even though they don't put skates on until they get into the rink. But I think it turned out really fun. I used a lot of stuff from the Bowling Nights expansion pack here. Or expansion pack? No, what was it? A stuff pack. A lot of stuff from the Bowling Nights stuff pack because it's all bright and I really wanted it to look bright. I'd also this the skate rink does double uh as a bowling alley downstairs. So it's 2 levels. So the first level when you first walk in is the skate rink, food court and bathrooms. And then downstairs is the bowling alley. Here I'm building just like a platform for the DJ. So I don't know if a lot of places are like this, but where I was growing up, it definitely was like the DJ was like facing the roller skate rink, and then you could go up and like request songs and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I was going for here. And then now over here, I'm working on the bathrooms. The bathrooms are the only place in this lot with like decent lighting because you need to be able to see, obviously. But everywhere else, it's pretty dark. It is a dark lot, and it is a bowling alley slash skate rink, and I feel like they're always really dark. But yeah, just making some very, very generic bathrooms. Bathrooms are so boring. But I did want this bathroom to look kind of cheap. I didn't want it to look like it was like an expensive bathroom because the ones that I went to when I was a kid did not have nice bathrooms. They were like really gross most of the time. Okay, so now we're moving on to the downstairs, and we are now going to be working on the bowling alley. And it took me a hot minute to try to figure out what I wanted to do for the bowling alley. Originally I wanted to put like a little look like where you can like look down to the like to the lower level right there, but you can't do it with platforms, so I had to scrap that idea. But yeah, so here I'm trying to figure out the layout for the bowling alley, and I wanted to do 3 lanes, and I just could not figure out how to get these lanes to work. I just could not figure it out, and it took me a lot longer than I would like to admit. But yeah, oh, I have to yawn. Sorry. Oh, Mando just looked at me like, what the heck? Sorry, Mando. I apologize for that. Um, yeah, I'm tired today. I just finished, today's May 6th, and I just finished my second statistics class, or my second statistics course for my master's degree, so I no longer have to take stats, and I'm so excited about it. I, uh, I just like completed my final project, and I submitted it about an hour ago. So I am officially done with that class, and now I get to do uh my other 2 classes. I still have 2 classes to finish off. I have to finish my political theory class, and I have to finish my international relations class, and they're both international relations. I have a ton of work to do for, and for the other class I have like a paper to write. Sucks because I don't want to write this paper. Well, I've read a paper for theory. It has to be like 1,700 words or something, which is like nothing. But then for my IR class, I have to do a bibliography that I've been putting off, and I have 97 paragraphs to do, and it's due in a week. And then for my final assignment for that class, I have to write a 3,000 word essay on something boring. um, but yeah, anyway, nobody cares. Let's go back to the build. So here I'm working. I just finished up the bowling alley aspect of this, and I think it looks really cool. I just wanted it to be simple. I really did not want there to be a lot of stuff. Like I just did not. But now we're working on the bar. Well, I mean, I put like shoes up, and then the bar is like the bar, but it's also supposed to be like, I don't know, like for. Oh, I have to yawn. Sorry. Like when people like want to rent shoes for bowling, you know what I mean? And then there's like a little dining area here where you can sit down and drink your food. And then there's like a mini arcade. I really wish we had more arcade games in this game. I think it'd be kind of fun. I tried to make like a Dance Dance Revolution type area, and you'll see that here in a second. But yeah, so I use these mats from where are they from? I don't know. Blick 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 Block, something like that. I don't know. But I wanted to create like a fake Dance Dance Revolution type thing. They are backwards. So when your Sims play on that, they don't face the TV. So I need to go back in and fix that. But yeah, I yeah, and then another mistake that I made is I put in two like t-shirt areas right there, and I didn't give them two t-shirt areas and a food venue, and I did not give them ample space to like get behind to get into those tents. So I had to remove one of them, and of course I removed the one for food. So now there's just two like t-shirt buying like kiosks right there. So I need to replace one with food because obviously you need to get some food if you wanna use the cafe here. Cafeteria. I don't know. The place I used to go when I was a kid, they had like pretzels and nachos and hot dogs, like all just like not good food. But yeah. And then I'm trying to add some decorations, but like I said before, I really did not want to like clutter up the place. I just wanted it to look kind of outdated. That was it. That's all I really wanted. And I didn't want a lot of stuff because I don't want people to like um trip. Not that they would because it's The Sims, but I wanted it to be kind of realistic in the sense that there was like nothing there. I probably could have added lockers now that I think about it, and maybe I'll go back in and do that, so that you have like somewhere to put your stuff. Because I think that the place I went to had lockers. I want to say they did, but I'm not totally sure. Ugh, yawning. Now clearing my throat. I'm so sorry. I'm being so rude. I'm also so close to the mic, I think. Anyway, so I think we're going to come up towards the videos so I can show off the build in a minute. But I really just want to really quickly say that I really like the way that this turned out. Even though it's simple, I think that it looks really good. And I think that it's going to be a really fun place for Sims to hang out, which is always good. It is a lounge. So here you're seeing me add like the requirements for a lounge. But I really wanted to make it, I don't know, I just wanted it to look nice, and I wanted it to be something that, your Sims could have a good time at. The lot traits I believe I put were like teen hangout, party place, and I can't remember what the last one was, but there's one other thing, and yeah, I don't know, I think it's just a fun lot, and I'm really looking forward to playing in it, in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys also enjoy playing on this lot because I really like it. Well, we are about to come up onto the videos here where you can see this lot in action. And for the videos, I really wanted it to be like focused around like teens because I thought that it would be a fun like teen hangout. So that's what it is. So here is the entryway. This is what it looks like when it's daytime. You've got the flashing bowling sign lights. You've got the neon light. And I think it looks really, really nice. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope that you get your tasks that you need to accomplish accomplished today. And I hope that you want to download this build, which if you do want to download this build, all the information for that is in the description below. It always is. So if you ever have any questions, you can usually find the answers in the description because I try to be as thorough as possible so that if anybody needed something, they're able to find it on there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Dag dag!